Heaven has been watching you in silence, beloved soul, before you scroll further, before your thoughts rush back to everything you still have to do, before you remind yourself to stay strong one more time. Pause here. Take a slow breath. Because heaven wants to speak to you gently, not loudly, not urgently, not with pressure, but with understanding. Heaven knows how tired you are, not the tiredness you mention casually, not the physical exhaustion people notice, but the deeper tiredness, the kind that settles in your spirit, the kind that doesn't leave even after rest, the kind that comes from carrying life quietly for too long. You woke up today already tired, not because you slept less, but because your heart has been holding weight. And even if you didn't say it out loud, heaven heard your soul whisper, "I'm exhausted." You didn't arrive here suddenly. This tiredness was built slowly, day by day, moment by moment, from responsibilities that never paused, from expectations that never softened, from prayers that took longer than you hoped, from strength you had to find again and again, and still you showed up. You got out of bed when it felt heavy. You carried on conversations when your mind felt distant. You did what needed to be done, even when your heart wanted rest, and heaven watched all of it. God saw you when no one else noticed, when you sat quietly staring into space, when you felt the pressure in your chest late at night, when your body kept moving but your soul felt drained. You didn't complain much. You didn't make a scene. You didn't ask for attention. You just endured. And God says softly now, "I saw every moment." He saw the tears you wiped away quickly. He saw the strength you borrowed just to keep going. He saw the prayers you didn't know how to finish. You wondered sometimes if heaven noticed it all. You wondered if God had gone quiet. You wondered if you were doing something wrong. But heaven was never silent because of disappointment. Heaven was quiet because God was listening deeply, listening to the parts of you that didn't know how to speak, listening to the sighs you released without realizing it, listening to the exhaustion in your spirit. God says, "I did not measure you by your energy. I measured you by your endurance." You stayed faithful when faith felt heavy. You stayed kind when bitterness tried to enter. You stayed hopeful even when hope felt fragile. And heaven honors that. There were moments you felt unseen by people, moments when your effort went unnoticed, moments when your pain was misunderstood or ignored. But heaven never overlooked you. God understood the tiredness behind your silence. He understood the pressure behind your patience. He understood the pain behind your obedience. And he never once thought less of you. In fact, his compassion for you grew deeper. Because God is closest to his children when they are weary. You may feel like you've been strong for too long, like you've been holding yourself together without rest, like you've been pouring out without being refilled. God sees that. And he is not asking you to try harder. He is not demanding more strength. He is not disappointed in your tiredness. He says gently, "You are allowed to be tired. You are allowed to feel worn down. You are allowed to admit this season has been heavy. You are allowed to rest without guilt. Your tiredness does not disqualify you. It does not make you weak. It does not mean your faith has failed. It means you have been faithful longer than you realize. Heaven knows how much you've carried, how much you've held back, how much you've pushed through quietly. And God wants you to hear this clearly. You are not invisible to me. Every step you took when it was hard, he saw. Every tear you held in, he counted. Every moment you chose not to give up, he remembers. You don't have to explain your exhaustion to God. You don't have to justify your tiredness. You don't have to pretend you're okay in His presence. He already knows. And right now, heaven is leaning close. Not to rush you, not to pressure you, but to reassure you. This is not the end of your strength. This is not where you fall apart. This is where God begins to hold you differently. Rest here for a moment. You don't need to prove anything. You don't need to be strong right now. Heaven knows how tired you are. And God sees you completely. God understands the weight you carry. Beloved heart, there is a kind of tiredness that does not come from doing too much, but from carrying too much for too long. You didn't just get tired because of work. You got tired because you became the one who holds everything together. You carried responsibility when others leaned on you. You carried expectations that were never clearly spoken, yet always felt heavy. You became the strong one, the reliable one, the one who will manage. And slowly, quietly, that strength began to cost you something. God saw it all. He saw the moments when your mind never fully rested, even when your body finally stopped moving. He saw the nights when you lay down exhausted, but sleep did not bring peace. Your thoughts kept running. Your heart kept replaying. Your soul kept asking questions it didn't know how to answer. And you kept carrying. Sometimes you told yourself, just a little longer. Once this season passes, I'll rest. Others need me right now. So you postponed your own rest, your own healing, your own breath. But God never designed you to live in constant survival mode. He says gently now, you were never meant to carry everything alone. You were created to walk with God, not to replace Him. Yet somewhere along the way, you began carrying what should have been surrendered. You tried to fix what only God could heal. You tried to hold together what only heaven could sustain, and it exhausted you. God does not blame you for this. He understands why you did it. You cared. You loved. You didn't want things to fall apart. But even love has limits, and God does not shame you for reaching yours. Instead, He invites you, not loudly, not forcefully, but patiently. Come to me. Not when you've sorted everything out, not when you feel strong again, not when you have perfect faith. Come tired, come heavy, come honest. God is not waiting for you to collapse before He helps you. He is waiting for you to release. You may have felt guilty for being tired. You may have told yourself, others are going through worse. I shouldn't feel like this. I should be grateful. But gratitude does not cancel exhaustion. Faith does not erase human limits. And God never asked you to pretend you were okay. He says, acknowledging your tiredness does not mean you lack faith. It means you trusted long enough to feel the weight. Your exhaustion is not a sign of failure. It is evidence of endurance. You stayed when leaving felt easier. You loved when pulling back felt safer. You trusted when answers were slow. Heaven saw every moment you chose to continue, and heaven respects that. God does not push tired souls harder. He lifts them. He does not rush your healing. He walks at your pace. He does not measure you by how much you can still give. He treasures you for who you already are. Right now, God is asking you something very simple. Let me carry you for a while. Not everything at once, not perfectly, just enough to let your soul breathe again. You don't need to have all the answers. You don't need to know what comes next. You don't need to fix your future tonight. All you need to do is release what you were never meant to hold alone. God is strong enough. He is patient enough. He is gentle enough. And He is already reaching for you. Rest here. You don't have to be strong in this moment. Heaven understands the weight you carry, and God is already helping you set it down. Heaven is closer than you feel. Beloved soul, when you are tired, everything feels farther away than it really is. God feels distant, hope feels fragile, joy feels like something from another time, not because God moved, but because exhaustion clouds the heart. And heaven wants you to hear this truth clearly. Heaven is closer to you than you feel right now, closer than when you felt strong, closer than when you felt confident, closer than when everything made sense. God does not draw near only when you are powerful. He draws nearest when you are weary. You may feel alone in this season, surrounded by people, yet still alone. You may feel misunderstood, like no one truly sees the effort it takes just to get through the day. But heaven sees. God has been walking beside you quietly, matching his steps to yours, slowing down when you slowed down, never rushing you, never leaving you behind. Even when your prayers felt empty, God heard the intention behind them. Even when you repeated the same words again and again, God understood the pain beneath them. Even when silence felt heavy, God was not absent. He says gently, "My silence was not distance, it was care." Sometimes God grows quiet, not to ignore you, but to protect you, to keep you from being overwhelmed, to give your heart space to breathe, to work deeply where you cannot see. You thought heaven had stopped responding, but heaven was responding in ways your tired heart could not yet perceive. God does not shout over exhausted souls. He whispers to them, not because he is weak, but because he is close. You don't need to chase his presence. You don't need to strive harder to feel him. He is already near, closer than your thoughts, closer than your worries, closer than your fear. God knows you are tired of trying to feel okay, tired of pretending, tired of explaining. So he is not asking you to perform faith right now. He is asking you to rest in his nearness. You don't need long prayers in this moment. You don't need perfect words. Sometimes the most powerful prayer is simply, "God, I'm tired." And heaven responds immediately. Not always with solutions, not always with answers, but with presence, with peace that settles slowly, with reassurance that feels gentle, with comfort that does not demand anything from you. God is not disappointed that you feel worn down. He is compassionate. He is not measuring how much strength you have left. He is offering his own. You may not feel renewed yet. That's okay. Renewal does not always arrive suddenly. Sometimes it comes quietly, like calm returning to your breathing, like tension easing from your shoulders, like hope whispering instead of shouting. Heaven is patient with tired souls. God is patient with you. He knows this season stretched you. He knows it asked more than you expected. He knows it took longer than you hoped, and he stayed through all of it. Even when you felt far from him, he was close. Even when you questioned everything, he remained steady. Even when your faith felt fragile, he held it for you. Rest in this truth. You are not alone. You are not forgotten. You are not distant from heaven. Heaven is here, and God is closer than you feel. God is renewing you. Gently, beloved heart. This tired season will not last forever. It feels long because it has been deep. It feels heavy because it has mattered. But it is not permanent. God did not bring you this far to leave you depleted. He did not carry you through so much just to abandon you at the edge of restoration. Heaven wants you to hear this clearly. God is renewing you, even now. Not loudly, not suddenly, not in a way that overwhelms you, but gently, like a careful healer who knows where you are sensitive, like a loving father who understands timing, like a God who restores without rushing the process. You may not feel renewed yet, That does not mean renewal is not happening. Some of the deepest healing happens quietly, while you rest, while you breathe, while you simply survive. God is working beneath the surface, strengthening what was worn down, healing what was quietly wounded, restoring what life slowly drained. You are not falling behind. You are being rebuilt. God says, rest is not wasted time. It is preparation. You have been in a season of giving, of enduring, of holding on. Now heaven is shifting the focus from endurance to restoration, from survival to renewal, from carrying to being carried. You may notice small changes first, moments where your breathing feels easier, moments where the weight lifts just a little, moments where hope whispers again instead of staying silent. These are not accidents. They are signs of God's gentle work. He is not asking you to rush back into strength. He is not demanding productivity from you. He is inviting you into peace. Your strength will return, not as pressure, but as calm confidence. Your clarity will return, not through force, but through stillness. Your joy will return, not forced, but rooted. God is not replacing your heart. He is healing it. He is not skipping over your pain. He is honoring it. He has seen every tear you held back, every prayer you whispered, every night you stayed awake worrying, and none of it was wasted. God promises, what exhausted you will not control you forever. This season taught you something sacred. You are not invincible, and you were never meant to be. You are loved, even when you are tired. You are held, even when you feel weak. Heaven does not require perfection. It offers presence. God does not demand strength. He provides it. Soon, the heaviness will loosen its grip. Soon, your soul will breathe freely again. Soon, you will realize that the worst has passed. Until then, rest. Rest without guilt. Rest without explanation. Rest knowing you are safe. Heaven knows how tired you are, and God sees you, not with disappointment, but with deep, unshakable love. You are not alone in this ending. You are stepping into renewal.